LittleBigPodcast. This is episode 107.
That's right.
Yeah, it's been an interesting week, and let's just say we're ready to get this episode out there to you guys so we can get some positive feedback. So leave us your positive feedback and reinforcing, encouraging comments.
Yeah, that would be lovely. We love you guys, and we know that some of you love us. Maybe.
Not all of you, but some of you love us. So.
Okay, so now time to spread a little of that love back. Here are the few shout-outs that we did get on Twitter and on email. If you send them anywhere else, odds are we won't get them. So be sure to direct them more towards Twitter, email, or Twitter or email.
Emails specifically.
Because PSN messages, now with the Little Big invites, I really don't check my messages that often because my message box is pretty much always full.
In fact, let me go ahead and throw in our little contact promos here. Email us, LittleBigPodcasters@gmail.com. Twitter us @LBPodcast. And then subscribe on YouTube. Go to LittleBigPodcast.com, which is more than likely where you're watching right now.
Right.
And you can also watch on the go on your iPod by subscribing on iTunes and syncing it to your iPod every week.
Or iPhone or iPad or...
Exactly.
The next iDevice.
iDevice. It's going to be like the iCard.
Okay, so we have a few shout-outs to give you guys. Do you want to start us off?
Sure. The first one is to John Luongo. The second one is to Chief DD11. Next is Nick V.
Alright, and then we have Lemon King's Creation Group, and they're a new group, right?
Yes.
That's just started out, and they are recruiting. So for more information about that, contact us, and we can get you in contact with them. I don't remember. You saw them on Twitter?
Yes. It's @PS3_Maverick111.
Okay. So there we go.
And then I can't remember the other guy's screen name for the life.
Odds are if you get in contact with him, he'll get in contact with the rest of the creation
for
you.
He actually also gave us a Tron code that we might be using sometime in the future.
DLC giveaway. So alright, and then we have a shout out to Javiro22 and of course Luge and Jaden.
Yes.
But Javiro22 is actually working on a dinosaur level for LittleBigPlanet 2. So hold on.
Hold on to
he told us to hold on to our butts.
Yeah.
Because there's an awesome dinosaur level coming. So don't know what that means, but I guess we'll just wait and see. And dinosaurs are coming to LittleBigPlanet 2.
I think I'll hold off of the holding onto my butt for now, because that might be a little weird.
Right. So next is Doom CMYK for being the most American person I know. And
I wrote this. See, we've had this conversation going on Twitter, and at first I was un-American and a terrorist, and now we're both really American, and Nick Cage even got in on the action and told us that we're both American and we make the world a better place.
Well, that's really good. I'm happy for you.
Yeah, I'm quite happy myself.
Okay.
I think that if you're watching this, and you should be, or else I
don't know how you heard this if you're not watching it.
Anyway, I think you should draw like a zombie Nick Cage or something crazy like that. That'd be sick.
Zombie Nick Cage.
Yeah.
2 days from now, it's going to be on the internet.
It will be. Our next shout out is to Rekgar the blog stalker. He offered to us on Twitter to retweet every single post that we make. So I don't know if he's going to do that or not, but a shout out to him anyway because I found it quite funny.
Yeah,
and then the next
hopefully
shout
we'll
out,
get to see him at E3.
Yeah, that'd be fun. The next shout out is actually a news thing, so I'll go ahead and wait on that, and let's get to the levels.
Okay, so these 3 levels we actually picked, and we tried to avoid the MM picks, because we know a lot of you guys are, constantly playing the MM picks levels, and not that the MM picks are bad, but most of the time you've already played them. So we're going to go venture down into the depths of the creations, and kind of show you guys some of the creators who are just getting out there, or ones who are really good, but haven't been quite MM picked yet, but you know what I mean, some levels that haven't been fully discovered yet. So our first level is 4 Vanquished Heights by Lockstitch.
Very, very cool level.
This is an impressive level. I played it when it had 400 plays, and now it has 19,000. And I know I contributed to at least 5 of those plays.
Right. Because you've played it quite a bit. I've seen
this level is unbelievable. It looks like it should be in the story if there were another world for it to fit into. It actually has a little bit of a storyline. You're venturing to the top of a tower to find a mystical compass that will help the Valkyries fly.
Nice.
Right, so it's a very cool storyline, neat story characters that are really original. Well, of course the Valkyries aren't original to him, but still, I mean, it was more original, right.
The characters themselves were original.
Yeah, the designs and all that stuff. There were loads, once again, I'm using it platforming. I absolutely loved all the jumping and running and swinging over fire pits and all sorts of stuff. This was a perfect level, and Lockstitch always comes up with these crazy contraptions. I don't know how he does it, but my favorite one in this level was it was 2 platforms on this rod, and there was a gap in between where a third platform should be.
Oh yeah.
And it would rotate like that and keep one platform. Anyway, to do it just right without getting burnt, you actually had to jump onto it, then jump to the next one, and it would swing you to safety rather than...
below.
Right.
Yeah. Anyway.
So it was a really cool level. Definitely go play it if you haven't played it yet. Once again, you can go check out our... well, we'll say it at the end again. Next level is Factory of a New Yesterday by Backscratch.
Now this is obviously a pun level, but the cool thing about it is it's completely 100% original, but it's in the Factory of a Better Tomorrow story setting kind of thing.
For those of you who are not amateurs, for those of you who are Little Big Planet veterans, you'll know Backscratch for his incredible ability to precisely copy a story mode level.
Yes.
And then, make his own
or whatever
on that level.
Like he's done mini levels before.
Right,
he's done.
I think one of the ones he did was Tricky's Trial Temples.
Yeah, Tricky's Temple Trials.
Temple Trials. Wow,
Yeah.
I definitely mixed that one around. Sorry,
Tricky's
I have dyslexia
Trial
right now.
Temples.
But it was
dyslexia heart.
It was an incredible level, and it looked exactly like
Sackboy's leg breaking.
Right. So you go ahead and blabber on about Backscratch while I fix this.
Okay. So, Backscratch, he's an awesome dude, and I think he wanted me to actually blabber more about the level, correct?
Right, yeah.
Yeah, blabbering about the level. The level, it was really cool. It had that cheery Little Big Planet 2 story mode feel, and it was just like a clever level.
Right. It looked exactly like the, I don't remember the level name, but the first level when you're going into Factory of a Better Tomorrow. It could have been. But it's an excellent level.
Yes.
It's completely different, but it looks exactly the same. Like, isn't this a story level? So it's not, but it is.
Right.
If that makes any sense. Okay.
It doesn't.
So our last level is The Dark Race by Coolster21.
Yes, and we actually got in touch with Coolster21, and he was like, guys, I've been trying to make a level that's good enough for a Little Big Podcast for years now, and I think I might have done it. Check this out.
Right, so we thought it was awesome. Plus, we had an interview with his website, Splinter Gamer.
Yes.
So you can go check that out.
And we actually,
splintergamer.co.uk.
yeah, we'll explain all that later.
So the level was really cool. It's extremely challenging. If you're up for a challenge, go play this level. It took me about 8 tries before I finally could complete the level.
Right.
Let alone ace it. So if you can ace this level, comment below.
Yes, comment below, and don't just say you beat the level just to say you did.
Right, because we want video proof. Upload a video response. No, I'm just kidding. That might be hard for all of you, but hey, if you want to catch it on camera, go ahead.
That'd be cool.
Okay, so speaking of comments, we do have one thing that I completely forgot about. Last week we said, what was it that we said?
Oh yeah.
We did the shout out to somebody who wanted us to say something that the gamer said at the New York City World Record event,
and so apparently
we yelled that out. Thing. Right, so. There was someone who wrote in the comments, thumbs up if you want them to say bananas in the next episode. So that comment got 60, maybe 70 thumbs up, and our episode got about 20 thumbs up on the video.
So apparently you guys want us to say bananas.
We're thinking you want us to say bananas. So we're going to say bananas on the count of 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Bananas!
What?
Are yellow.
So see, we do read through the comments section. We do pay attention to you guys.
There was one week that I went through and responded to all the comments, and
YouTube couldn't even keep up with the comment thing.
So, and somebody actually said, is this a picture of a banana? No, it was actually a sticky note from when we did all of our swag reveal. We had 4 sticky notes to mark our boundaries.
Yeah, so we could tell where the swag could lay on the ground and be in the shot
and
still.
Now it's just there because...
Yeah, we tend to leave stuff like that on the walls because I just, forget about it.
Right.
Okay,
Same here.
So that was our kind of like transition into the new segment.
Oh, and this time, if you want us to make another episode next week, thumbs up the episode. I'm just kidding. We're gonna make one anyway.
Okay, so the news: Media Molecule slept out.
Yes, they slept outside for the YMCA sleep out program. I think it is, and basically what you do is you sleep outside to raise money for homeless people to have somewhere to sleep.
That's pretty cool.
It was, and
so several people from Media Molecule went out and did it.
Somebody.
Michelle, I think, did it. And anyway, you guys know who you are. You can actually go to MediaMolecule.com for more on that story, and then you can actually click to donate to one of the 3, and that'll eventually all make its way to the homeless fund.
Right.
So that's a really cool idea, and of course, Media Molecule was there. You gotta throw some support into that, right?
Right.
Okay, speaking of charities, our next story is actually some Little Big Planet shoes. What's up with these?
Now, an artist actually took a pair of Vans shoes and they used it as a canvas because it's kind of made of canvas, and they drew some art on it, and it's LittleBigPlanet inspired. And
the shoes
they're going
eBay,
to auction them. Right now, they're about $360. And, I mean, now you think, oh, that's terrible. But they're going to auction them off for charity. And it's a program. I don't remember what it's called.
But you can go to MediaMolecule.com.
No, but I know what it does.
And look all that up.
Yeah, you can go to MediaMolecule.com and look it up. But what the program basically does is donates money to hospitals for kids there to get video game systems, and they can play them.
Very awesome. I actually have a friend who went to the hospital for surgery and was able to play video games, so maybe that was part of it.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Okay, so then we have Hansel and Gretel bots.
Now, this may sound like a cheapy pun-off, and it's not a cheapy pun-off. It's a really, really quality pun-off made by 12 of the best creators in LittleBigPlanet, and it's going to be a mini-series.
Yes, in
How many, is it 7 levels?
Might be 12, I think.
Is it 12?
So anyway, for that trailer, you can go click over there if you're on our YouTube homepage. If you're not on our YouTube homepage, just go to LittleBigPodcast.com and then watch this video up to this point in the video. Then you can click there and watch the trailer.
Right, and that gives us extra views, which is always fun.
Just kidding. Okay, so definitely check that level series out. We'll be bringing you more on that over the weeks to come.
Yes, and now for another big announcement, we have an interview with Splinter Gamer. So you can go to
splintergamer.co.uk.
Splinter Gamer. Yes, what he said.
Yes, we have an audio interview up there with Coolster21 actually.
Yes,
and he asked us about 13 questions of a bunch of random stuff about the show, how we got started, what kind of gear we use, all sorts of other cool stuff.
Yeah, really nice read. So I'm about to yawn.
Really nice listen. Actually, it was an audio podcast.
Yeah, well, it's a good listen because there's a description, and that's a really good read.
Right.
And
okay, so our final announcement for this week is PlayStation Home. Our first full-length normal video goes into PlayStation Home next Thursday.
And
so
now, what's in this, Austin?
Well, we have an interview with John Beach, who's a level designer at Media Molecule, and then we have an interview with Laptop Guy, who was pretty much the Kevin Butler of that event.
Yes,
he was going crazy, and we pulled him aside and got a cool interview with him. So if you want to see that exclusive interview, go to the PlayStation Home Community Theater next Thursday.
Yes, and we're going to have like a crazy meetup and everything, and then go storm the Central Plaza, and like we're going to make it even worse than the Killzone 3 attack that happened. We're just going to like bomb the place with Epic, and then there should be nothing left except for like a white
and then drench it in a light sauce of awesome.
That's probably what's going to happen.
Alright, so hope you guys enjoyed this week's episode. We're actually going to toss to an interview that we scored with this awesomely, if I haven't used awesome enough, with this really good LittleBigPlanet
No, just for Sid Schumann. Amazing.
This amazing creator.
Interview.
Amazing creator. She's 11 years old, and she was making all sorts of crazy things in LittleBigPlanet 2. She was making a house while we were there, and then she made a hotel the next day.
Yeah,
so she was really talented. The stuff she made was
crazy.
So we actually were able to kind of stand while she was sitting and make an interview
form kind of thing.
Right.
So, yeah, let's toss to that right after we finish saying goodbye, because that's going to be it for this week. So I guess just throw out our final plugs and everything, and then we're done.
So be sure to follow us on Twitter at LBPodcast. Be sure to follow our studio label at React Studios.
Yes, we're going to be releasing a crazy VFX project this week. And for those of you that are saying, what's VFX? Well, we're going to answer that very question in this video, but it's not going to be...
Not in this video, in the video that we're
Right, in that video. But, I mean, it's not going to be a boring, what is VFX?
No, don't worry.
No, it's going to be absolutely hilarious. So tune in there and follow us at React Studios or reactstudios.com. Subscribe there, and you'll be the first people to know when the new video is up.
Awesome. So, questions, comments, raves, reviews, all sorts of crazy stuff, send all that to littlebigpodcasters@gmail.com or simply leave it in the YouTube comments box below. If you're not on YouTube, sorry we keep plugging that, but hey.
Or if you're like some big budget corporation that wants to send us all kinds of video equipment, we'll take that too. littlebigpodcasters@gmail.com.
Right. So anyway, thanks for joining us this week. Here's our awesome interview, and our amazing interview.
Amazing interview. And that's basically what's going to be in PlayStation Home. So
this type of stuff.
We're giving you a little taster. It's not going to be this. It's going to be stuff like this.
Other stuff.
So
ready?
Here's the little taster.
Here we go. We got to toss it. Ready?
Hi, this is Daniel from LittleBigPodcast, and we're here with her, and she just built this amazing level, and we're going to check it out. Now, I'm going to talk to her a little bit about it first, and then we'll take a look at her level. So, what's your name first of all?
Annika.
Awesome. So, you've built this level over the past, what, hour, a little bit over an hour, right?
2 hours.
Awesome. So, you've played LittleBigPlanet before this, I assume?
Yes.
Okay, so you built, what exactly have you built here?
I've built a house.
Awesome. Now, would you mind like taking us through a little bit of the house?
Sure.
Awesome. Just talk us through it a little bit.
This is the living room. I first started making this. This is the kitchen. That's the babysitter over there. And this is the backyard. And over here is a bedroom what I made. And this is the master bedroom. And the bathroom. And then the balcony.
That is incredible. Now, the level of detail you put into this is, I mean, not even many older people put into this amount of detail. I mean, how did you come up with all this stuff?
I don't really know. I usually make houses all the time. It's one of the things I like to do in LittleBigPlanet.
Now that's awesome. Now you use like all kinds of different things. I saw you creating it. You were using tools that I don't even use when I create. I mean, that was like really, really good. That was awesome. So how did you learn? Did you just do it by yourself or did you learn from somebody else?
I usually play with all of my friends and I like watching what they do and I learn something from them and they learn something from me.
All right, now that's pretty awesome. And how old are you?
I'm 11.
11. That's impressive. This is the next Media Molecule employee right here. I can almost guarantee you that. So I guess we'll come back a little bit later and we'll have some more creators, and that was incredible. So thank you.